The First Apology of Justin, Chapter 12. Christians live as under God's eyes. And more than all men, are we your helpers and allies in promoting peace, seeing that we hold this view, that it is alike impossible for the wicked, the covetous, the conspirator, and for the virtuous to escape the notice of God, and that each man goes to everlasting punishment or salvation, according to the value of his actions. For if all men knew this, no one would choose wickedness even for a little, knowing that he goes to the everlasting punishment of fire, but would by all means restrain himself and adorn himself with virtue, that he might obtain the good gifts of God and escape the punishment. For those who, on account of the laws and punishments you impose, endeavor to escape detection when they offend, and they offend too under the impression that it is quite possible to escape your detection, since you are but men, those persons, if they learned and were convinced that nothing, whether actually done or only intended, can escape the knowledge of God, would by all means live decently on account of the penalties threatened, as even you yourselves will admit. But you seem to fear lest all men become righteous, and you no longer have any to punish. Such would be the concern of public executioners, but none of good princes. But, as we before said, you are persuaded that these things are prompted by evil spirits, who demand sacrifices and service even from those who live unreasonably. But as for you, we presume that you who aim at a reputation for piety and philosophy, who do nothing unreasonable. But if you also, like the foolish, prefer custom to truth, do what you have power to do. But just so much power have rulers who esteem opinion more than truth, as robbers have in a desert. And that you will not succeed is declared by the word, then whom, after God, will beget him. We know there is no ruler more kingly and just, for as all shrink from succeeding to the poverty or sufferings or obscurity of their fathers, so whatever the word forbids us to choose, the sensible man will not choose. That all these things should come to pass, I say, our teacher foretold, he who is both the Son and Apostle of God, the Father of all, and the ruler, Jesus Christ, from whom also we have the name of Christians, whence we become more assured of all the things he taught us, since whatever he beforehand foretold should come to pass is seen in fact coming to pass. And this is the work of God, to tell of a thing before it happens, and as it was foretold, so to show it happening. It were possible to pause here and add no more, reckoning that we demand what is just and true, but because we are well aware that it is not easy suddenly to change a mind possessed by ignorancy, we intend to add a few things for the sake of persuading those who love the truth, knowing that it is impossible to put ignorancy to flight by presenting the truth. End of chapter 12.